10. Climbing using a 400-foot rope on Half Dome in the United States. Climbing Half Dome in Yosemite National Park in the United States is an extraordinary experience, attracting nature and adrenaline enthusiasts from around the world. Particularly popular due to its distinctive shape and impressive height of 8,846 feet above sea level, Half Dome offers climbers a challenge on the last 400 feet of rock, using wire ropes available on the cable route. This is one of the most accessible climbing challenges in the world. A proper permit is required to complete the route, which can be obtained between May and October. Climbing Half Dome is not just a test of courage, but also a chance to get in touch with wildlife and reflect on the beauty of the nature around us. For many, it represents a meaningful experience, allowing them to transcend their own limitations and experience the unforgettable freedom of adventure. 9. Via Ferrata over the Lauterbrunnen Valley. Via Ferrata Mürren-Gimmelwald is a beautiful climbing route that runs some 2,300 feet above the green Lauterbrunnen Valley. It leads along numerous steps, ladders, rope bridges accompanied by wonderful waterfalls with views of the surrounding snow-capped alpine peaks. This unique experience allows close contact with wildlife. The main attractions are the suspension bridges, including a 230-foot-long Nepalese one, and traversing in places extremely steep, a route using a zip line. This climbing adventure is available only to experienced tourists equipped with a climbing harness, lunge, and helmet. Climbing equipment is a must and can be rented from local sports stores. It is open from June to October, thus avoiding harsh weather conditions. After the climb, it leads through alpine meadows to the cable car station, from where you can return by bus to Lauterbrunnen, providing a comfortable end to an adventurous day in the mountains. 8. Huayna Picchu Mountain, Peru. Huayna Picchu is located at 8,835 feet above sea level in the Peruvian Andes. The name is derived from the Quechua language and means young peak. Climbing Huayna Picchu is a popular tourist attraction, especially because of the magnificent views, including the ruins of the ancient Inca city of Machu Picchu and the staircase leading to the top of the mountain, known as the Stairs of Death. Traversing the challenging trails of Huayna Picchu, we have a unique chance to admire Andean plants and animals up close. At the top of the mountain are the remains of terraces and temples, arousing interest in the construction. Climbing used to be open to the general public. Currently, the maximum number of climbers has been limited to 400 per day, with specific climbing hours to protect the site and ensure the safety of climbers. So it is worth making reservations in advance. 7. Angel's Landing Trail in Zion National Park in Utah. The trail at Angel's Landing is one of the most spectacular and exciting hiking destinations in North America. It rises 5,770 feet above sea level and is about 2.5 miles long, offering breathtaking views. It is considered one of the most beautiful trails in the U.S., but it takes between 3 and 6 hours to hike there and back, depending on your fitness and the number of people on the trail. The most terrifying part of the hike is near Scout Lookout Pass, where the heavily exposed part of the trail begins. The trail is only a dozen inches wide in places, with precipices reaching over 1,000 feet on either side. It is a technically challenging trail, with sections carved into the rock and secured by chains. Angel's Landing is a place that provides an unforgettable experience and a dose of adrenaline, allowing close encounters with wildlife and admiring Zion's picturesque landscapes. 6. Kalalau Trail in Hawaii. The Kalalau Trail in Hawaii is one of the most scenic, but also the most dangerous hiking trails in the United States. It stretches along the Na Pali coast on the island of Kauai, being approximately 11 miles long. The narrow and winding path rises and falls, passing through 5 valleys, in places over exposed cliffs. The steep, lush green cliffs drop into the blue ocean, creating a unique setting. The landscapes have been used in Hollywood productions, such as Jurassic Park and King Kong. Due to the narrow path, difficult river crossings, and risk of rock slides, it is considered one of the most dangerous routes. The trail requires proper preparation and equipment. It is a place where you can experience the wildness of nature, feel its power and beauty, and test your physical and mental limits. 5. Climbing Gaoyi Ridge in China. Gaoyi Ridge is a mountain ridge in Hunan Province, China, on the border of 3 provinces, covering 19.5 square miles. It combines natural beauty with a unique climbing experience, allowing you to discover China's wildlife. On the trail, you will overcome many steep and narrow sections, with precipices several hundred feet long on both sides. Climbing to the summit is a unique experience for those who are looking for adventure and want to see the extraordinary landscapes of China. For those who have the courage and stamina to tackle the steep and narrow trails, Gaoyi Ridge offers the opportunity to enjoy one of the most beautiful and wild places in China. Gaoyi Ridge, with its steep and narrow trails, is a place that tests the courage and determination of any climber. 4. Cascade Saddle, New Zealand. In the heart of Mount Aspiring National Park on New Zealand's South Island, Cascade Saddle offers some of the finest mountain views in the world. But having seen a number of deaths earlier this century due to slippery rocks and treacherous conditions, the country's conservation department is keen to emphasize that this is a route only for people with navigation and high-level backcountry skills and experience, warning those who do come to be prepared to turn back if things get hairy. Completed over 2 days with the option to camp or bunk up in mountain huts along the way, the route includes wild scrambles, rocky outcrops, and hikes over ankle-cracking tussocky grass. The reward is endless vistas of snow-capped peaks, including the stunning Mount Aspiring, also known by its Maori name of Tai Tai Ti. 3. The road to the summit of Mount Kinabalu in Malaysia. Mountain Torque on Mount Kinabalu in Malaysia is Asia's oldest via ferrata and also the highest in the world. Winner of the 2023 Traveler's Choice Award, it attracts travelers with its scenic views and professionalism of guides. Still, some recommend shorter routes, especially on 2-day treks due to the difficulty of the climb and limited rest time. Mount Kinabalu, over 13,000 feet above sea level, is the highest peak in the Crocker Range of Borneo and Malaysia. It is located in the Kinabalu Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The climb to the summit can be split into 2 days, with an overnight stay above 10,500 feet above sea level. Many travelers stress that it is an adventure worth experiencing at least once in a lifetime. 2. Daikiretto Traverse, Japan. Japan's Northern Alps serve up arguably the best and certainly the most challenging hiking in the country, and the Daikiretto Traverse is unquestionably the route to try for hikers looking for a proper adventure, one that's as close as they'll get to a technical climb without the need for ropes. It is considered one of the most challenging and technical normal hiking routes in Japan. The traverse itself covers less than 2 miles, but can take hours to complete and is best undertaken as part of a longer guided trek through this beautiful range. The path over the traverse uses chains and ladders, following a sharp ridge with drops of 300 feet on either side. A high level of fitness and a head for heights are musts. A helmet and gloves will make passage easier, and it should be noted that attempting it alone, especially in winter, is ill-advised. 1. The route to the South Peak of Hua Shan in China. The route to Mount Hua Shan is considered by many to be the most dangerous climb in the world, accessible to everyone. Located in Shanxi Province, the mountain has 5 main peaks, with the highest south peak reaching 7,070 feet above sea level. It is one of the 5 great mountains of China, so trekking is a pilgrimage for some. To reach the summit, trekkers have to negotiate uneven steps and a series of ladders before hooking onto a chain using harnesses and carabiners to make the famous plank walk. Despite its less than stellar reputation, the introduction of a cable car in the 1990s and other safety improvements have enabled more people to explore this remarkable site. Despite the mountain's deep spiritual and religious significance, its steep and narrow paths and extreme precipices make it extremely dangerous. This climb requires not only good physical fitness, but also strong willpower and determination. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to leave a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to share your suggestions for future episodes in the comments.